What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HT here. You can call me Irish, and today I thought I would show you some, wait for it, the counter knife. So in my first ever video where I talked about the counter knife thing, where I knew that I had a clip of it at some stage, that was it. But yeah, so for today's video I am showing you some MX4 engineer gameplay on, again, Domination, because I find it almost impossible to find a game of Conquest when I'm looking for a game for some reason. But yeah, that's what you're going to be watching, some Domination. I'll be using the MX4. It's some very, very early footage. It's from like literally when I first started playing the game. I think there's 2 games mixed in, so at some stage you will see like the end of one game and the start of another. But both gameplays are with the MX4. And again, it is early footage where I didn't really know much about the map and much about the game, so the gameplay is what it is, but it's not terribly impressive. But what I wanted to talk about, being such a relatively short video, I think today's video is only going to be about 5 minutes, 6 minutes maximum. I wanted to talk about the beta from DICE's point of view, because a beta is a beta, so like it's not the full game. It's not a demo of the full game, and this is the thing that I think a lot of people miss. This is something that a lot of people miss out on, in my opinion. They think that a beta is like a demo, where it's like, oh, they're giving us like an early access sneak peek. No, a beta is a beta. It has its problems. You're supposed to go into it knowing that it has its problems. So what I wanted to talk about basically was, what must the people at DICE be or what would they be thinking? What would their reactions be to what we are saying about the game right now? And in my head, it goes something like this: oh my God, Battlefield 4! We've been working on it for so long. We got the beta ready. It's ready for download. We've done the pre-alpha builds at E3 and Gamescom and stuff like that. Everything's all well and good. Let's all put it out for the beta. And then they put out the beta, and then this guy is trying to take my tactic, and I don't know how I didn't get that kill there. Or any kind of assist points, but yeah, that's another thing. Sorry. And using my elite stay inside this fucking container thing tactic. Sorry, off topic. So in DICE's point of view, they're like, oh yeah, we've prepared everything. Everything's going well. We're gonna like display it to like 12 people at a time. At E3 and Gamescom and stuff like that, like it's not really going to be tested, but we're pretty confident. And then they released a beta, and then it's like there's like hundreds of thousands of people, if not like probably close to 1 million people around the world playing this and finding all the problems that they never even considered. Like they didn't even think of some of the problems that people have found with it. I myself have found the elevator glitch. Obviously, they either found it and ignored it and released a beta with that problem intact, and there was the end of the first game, or they didn't know about it and it took like for somebody like me to come along and play the game and find it. But like in their heads, they're like, oh, so we've built something that we think is pretty incredible, to be honest. We think we're really happy with this beta. We're going to push it out as a beta. And then everyone plays it, and it becomes this thing of like, oh shit. Like, oh, holy fuck, we have to put out a game in like less than a month's time, and these are all huge problems. Now, I will say that I am aware that a beta is a beta. It's like, well, without going into the specifics of it and in depth into it, like a beta, the beta that we play and that we're playing right now, don't trick yourself into thinking that that's the most recent build that they have. It's by no means the most recent build. So I know, like, in my opinion, it's like pre-beta or post-alpha or something in there, but it's definitely not the most recent build that they have. But I think there has to be a few people in the DICE headquarters that are just been like, oh shit, oh shitting shit, oh fucking fuck. Like, they have probably come across some problems that they, like, the frame rate issues. They were quick to address that as something that they realised was a known issue, which in my head makes me think that, yes, okay, probably they were expecting that the game wasn't that optimised and that people were going to have a lot of frame rate issues. But a little part of me has to wonder, is there somebody at DICE that's like, oh, fucking fuck, people with systems like an i5 Core 3570K and a 650 Ti, as if you didn't know, that's my specs, like, there has to be somebody in that studio that's realizing that, like, That's a extremely common combination. Like the Core i5 3570K and any kind of like medium graphics card is a very, very popular combination. Like, so there has to be somebody at DICE that's like, shitting fuck, they're getting like maximum 60 frames per second on low. Our game is really unoptimized. So I think, wrapping up the video as it's getting towards the end, I just, in my opinion, from DICE's end, there has to be a lot of people, or, again, assuming that they aren't further along in the development of the game than I hope they are, based on the performance of the game at the minute. There has to be a couple of people that are having what us kind of English and Irish people call squeaky bum time, which is where it's kind of like everything gets kind of tense and it's like, oh, we didn't really anticipate that. But I trust in their professionalism. I assume that they have all this pre-prepared and they knew all this was going to happen. So I go into the Battlefield 4 full release with huge optimism. And is this a counter knife again? Oh, sorry. The footage looped. Sorry. The footage looped in Vegas because I talked longer than the actual video. My bad. But yeah, I have full faith in their ability to put out a really good game for the release. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to look at the beta from DICE's point of view and kind of put on some silly voices and mock it a little bit. But overall, really liking the game. The bugs and the glitches and the low frame rates are frustrating, but again, it's a beta. If you enjoyed the video, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, thanks for watching, and goodbye.